Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna build this project links app, and before we start, please don't forget to subscribe, give like and share. Let's get started. First of all, I'm gonna start with getting data back from the server. What I meant is this part, getting the links from the database. And in order to get these links from the database, we need an API. So as we can see here in this slide, we have this link. This is an API. In case you don't know what an API is, uh, there is a link provided in the description. Please check it out. So if you want to get the data back, to fetch the data back from the server, all you have to do, just copy this link. It's also provided in the description. And after you copied this link, just paste it in your browser. As you can see here, let me just double click on it. Yeah, here we got the data back from the database. As you can see, it's hard to read, so we have here a JSON, a viewer, awesome plugin. You can just add it to your Google Chrome. This JSON viewer awesome will make the JSON response or the data retrieved from the server easy to read. Let me just show you an example. Here I just opened the Chrome browser, then paste the API here. Look, it is way better than before. All you have to do is just add this plugin to your Google Chrome browser and you will get the same result. I also provided this link down in the description. You can check it out. Now all we have to do is just creating a new project for this app. So let's start. Now just click on File, then New Flutter project. Then keep this default selected one, then click Next. Then here just name your project. I will name it Flutter app. Flutter. I just keep it F links app. Then click Next. Then finish and wait till the project is created. Here we go, the project is created now. Now first I'm gonna create a new class and I will explain why. Just right click on lib, then new, then dart file and name it links. Just click enter. And a new dart file is created named links. For the sake of time, I just have already written the links class. I will paste it here and I will explain every single line. Paste. Okay. First I started with this keyword class. If you want to write a class, you have to start with class. Then the class name links. And here we have three properties. They all have a string type. The first one is LID, link ID, then title, then link, the link itself. And they are all defined final. So final means as soon as these properties get initialized, they won't be changed. And these properties will hold the data fetched back from the server. Let's see an example here. So the data, the properties in that class, in the link class, will hold these information: the ID and the title and the link. So the main purpose of this class is that it will contain the data from the network request, and it will contain as well the factory constructor that creates links from JSON. Here we have created a constructor and we pass those properties to it. And here we have the factory constructor, then links.from JSON. What does that mean? First, let's talk a little bit about the factory. The benefit of using factory is that you don't need to create an instance of the links class whenever you want to use it. This factory constructor will create one instance that you can use it anywhere. Also, you don't need to name the function. We can just use the class name, then .from JSON. So here it will construct a new instance of the links class, and it has this and it has a map string. This is the key. Dynamic. If you are not sure what type of the value is, just keep it dynamic. Let's open the browser again just to make it clear for you guys. Here is the key of the map, and then the value. Sometimes the value will be an integer, sometimes float, and sometimes a string. So that's why I just kept it as dynamic, just to be in the safe side. Then this function will return links, and then it will return this links created from JSON. Now we are pretty much done from this class. Next, I'm going to create a new class. I will name it HTTP handler. Just click again on lib, then new, then dart file. I will name it HTTP handler, then click enter. Before we start writing and explaining this code, this class, we have to import the HTTP package. So just open your browser, then type Flutter HTTP. Then click on this link. Just click on install, copy this line. It must be under the dependencies. Then double click on pubspec.yaml. Then scroll down a little bit. Yeah, here. Just add a new line. Just paste it here. Then click on packages get. Now we have imported the HTTP package successfully. So now just go to the HTTP handler. I forgot something. Just open it, your browser again, then click on example, then copy the first two lines, then go back again to your Android Studio and paste them here at the top. I have the code written already, so I'll paste it here. I'm going to remove those extra empty lines. here it complains about this links because it didn't import it. So all you have to do, just type import, then links. Let's start from the very beginning. Here we have the class keyword, as I explained before, then the HTTP handler, the class name. Then after that we have two properties here. The first one is root URL, and the second one is get links. So the root URL, it will have the first part of the API. Let me just show you an actual example here. Yep, this one. This is the first part. It's going to have this part. And the second property will have this part. And they both are const. And what const means, when you have the value, like in this case, is known at the runtime, then you can define it const. And the difference between const and final, in const we already know the value, whereas final we have no idea what the value is until the property is initialized. And then here we have a future function, which is going to get us the links, and this function is going to return a list of type links, which is this one. It holds these three properties. Then here we'll try to do this block of code, and if everything went well, return the result, otherwise catch the error and return it. Then here we have this get function, which is part of this HTTP package, and here I just passed the root URL and then the function name. This function will fetch the data, and we must wait till the process of fetching data from the database is finished. Then assign the fetch data value to this response. This is a function, a built-in function. So we're going to check if the response code is equal to 100. That means the data was fetched successfully. 200 is returned from the server. Otherwise, there is an exception will be thrown. We have this iterable class, which is a collection of elements that can be accessed sequentially, and we named it results. And here I just use this convert.json decode. This JSON decode is a function part of this convert, so it's going to decode the response. Here we're going to have a list of objects, and the list of objects will be stored here. Response.body is this part of this JSON response. This is the body of the response. So we are interested in getting these data. So that's why we are using this body. So here I have a list of objects, and what I want is to return a list of widgets that can be displayed inside the column that I'm going to create in a few minutes. And the column accepts widgets. That's why I'm going to turn that list of objects into a list of widgets. So in order to map the list of objects into a list of widgets, we must use this map method, and it takes a function, and this function takes a link as an input, and I just named it link. You can name it whatever you want, and this function will be executed on every single link we have in the list. Then finally we will return a list of widgets, as you can see here. In the next video, we will start designing the user interface and displaying the data. See you then.